Hey everyone, welcome back to Quanta Facts. Today we've got a fascinating topic that will make you see your everyday items in a whole new light. Did you know that some of the most common things we use daily were actually invented by mistake? That's right, these items were never supposed to exist. From the potato chip to the microwave, we're diving into 10 accidental inventions that changed the world. Make sure you stick around till the end, because fact number 1 is something you'll never look at the same way again. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Quanta Facts for more mind-blowing content. Starting off at number 10, potato chips. One of the world's favorite snacks was born out of frustration. In 1853, Chef George Crumb was tired of a customer complaining that his fried potatoes were too thick. So in a fit of annoyance, he sliced the potatoes as thin as he could, fried them until they were crispy, and added a pinch of salt. To his surprise, the customer loved them, and the potato chip was born. So the next time you're munching on a bag of chips, remember, it all started with an angry chef in a kitchen. Moving on to number 9, the microwave oven. In 1945, engineer Percy Spencer was testing a radar machine when he noticed that the chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. Curious, he experimented with other foods like popcorn kernels and realized that the radar waves could cook food quickly. This accidental discovery led to the invention of the microwave oven, a kitchen staple that we can't imagine living without today. Imagine if that chocolate bar hadn't melted. What would we do without our microwaves? At number 8, Post-it notes. Believe it or not, the adhesive used in Post-it notes was originally considered a failure. In 1968, Spencer Silver, a scientist at 3M, was trying to create a super-strong adhesive. Instead, he ended up with a weak, reusable glue that didn't seem to have any practical use. It wasn't until years later that a colleague, Arthur Fry, thought of using it to keep bookmarks in place. That's how the Post-it note was born, an invention that was never supposed to stick around, but now we can't live without. Coming in at number 7, penicillin. Penicillin, the world's first antibiotic, was discovered completely by accident. In 1928, Alexander Fleming left a petri dish of bacteria uncovered and went on vacation. When he returned, he found that a mold called Penicillium notatum had contaminated the dish and killed the bacteria around it. This accidental discovery has saved millions of lives and changed the course of medicine forever. Who would have thought that a forgotten petri dish could lead to such a life-saving breakthrough? And number 6 on our list, Coca-Cola. The world's most famous soft drink started as a medicinal tonic. In 1886, pharmacist John Stith Pemberton was trying to create a cure for headaches. He mixed coca leaves and cola nuts with other ingredients and ended up with a syrup that he sold at a local pharmacy. It wasn't until later that carbonated water was added, creating the drink we now know as Coca-Cola. What started as a headache remedy turned into a global phenomenon. How's that for a happy accident? At number 5, the Slinky. The Slinky, that classic toy we've all played with, was invented by accident in 1943. Naval engineer Richard James was working on stabilizing equipment for ships when he accidentally knocked a tension spring off a shelf. To his amazement, the spring walked down instead of falling. He realized this could be a fun toy, and the Slinky was born. Sometimes the best ideas happen when you're not even trying. Number 4, the popsicle. On a chilly night in 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson accidentally left a cup of powdered soda mix and water with a stirring stick still in it outside on his porch. The next morning he found it frozen solid, and voila, the popsicle was born. He kept this tasty discovery to himself for years before finally introducing it to the world. Now it's a summer favorite, all thanks to one little boy's frozen accident. Coming in at number 3, Velcro. Velcro was inspired by nature. In 1941, Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral noticed that burrs were sticking to his dog's fur during a walk. He examined them under a microscope and saw that the burrs had tiny hooks that latched onto the loops in the fabric. This observation led to the creation of Velcro, a fastener used in everything from clothing to spacecraft. It's a perfect example of how a simple walk in nature can lead to a groundbreaking invention. At number 2, the pacemaker. The pacemaker, a device that has saved countless lives, was invented by mistake in 1956. Engineer Wilson Greatbatch was working on a device to record heartbeats when he accidentally used the wrong resistor. Instead of recording a heartbeat, the device emitted a pulse that mimicked one. Realizing the potential, he refined the device, and the first implantable pacemaker was created. Sometimes a simple mistake can lead to life-saving technology. Chapter 11, Saccharin Artificial Sweetener, narrator Pause, 3S, and finally at number 1, saccharin, the first artificial sweetener. In 1879, chemist Konstantin Fohlberg was working on coal tar derivatives when he noticed a sweet taste on his hand after a day in the lab. He realized that he had discovered a substance far sweeter than sugar, but with no calories. That substance was saccharin, the first artificial sweetener. It became widely used during sugar shortages in World War I and remains popular today. Who knew that not washing your hands after work could lead to a sweet discovery? Chapter 12. Conclusion narrator. Pause, 3S. And there you have it. 10 everyday items that were invented completely by accident. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Quanta Facts and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. If you know someone who would find these accidental inventions as fascinating as we do, be sure to share this video with them. If you enjoyed this, stay tuned for our next video where we'll be uncovering some of the most bizarre psychological phenomena. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Wait for part 2 and stay tuned. Thank you, everyone.